What's up, SaaS Masters? My name's George, and today I got a really great treat for you guys. It's called Airmeet, and this one lets you do live webinars, meetings, and a bunch of cool stuff. Now, the way it actually works is that once you create one of these live webinars, they have like a little waiting room before you actually jump into it, which is pretty cool because it has like little table sections where you can jump in and talk to people and they can talk to each other before the meeting actually starts. So it's a great interactive way. Plus, the deal that's on right now, it's a lifetime deal, and the limits are actually pretty good because they count as one attendee. So what does this mean? So for example, let's just say we bought the deal with 1,000 attendees, right? And you create 5 or 10 webinars in 1 month. Well, these attendees will count as one time in that month. So for example, if 100 people assigned as for that live webinar, and you create 5 in that month, and the same people go to those live webinars, it's only going to count as 100. So that's a really great limit. Well, one of the cool things that I did in this video is that I actually did a real live test with some of my friends from the group. So we did a live test of the webinar. We tested it out. We checked it out together, and I'm going to post that video after this right now. So you actually are going to see a live test of us going around through it, asking questions, and just, well, let me know what you think about it. Let me know in the comments if you like these type of videos of me actually testing it out with people so I can do more like this using this. So let's jump over to that test that we made and you guys can see it right now. So let's jump over there. Once you join here, it's like there's tables and we can talk before the event starts.
So, it's really great. Really slick looking interface. Yeah.
Yeah, and for example, you can leave the table. You can jump to a table. You can also, I can also make a speed network. So for example, I can directly connect you to someone else.
Okay.
That's pretty cool. Have you checked out the deal terms?
I really watched really fast the deal terms. Again, the different parts about the commissions and this kind of stuff. So more in I didn't deep dive in the details, to be honest.
Okay.
My own consideration is like, can I use this platform on the easiest way possible? Because I love the concept of a table, and I've read about before we met. And it's interesting, but sometimes I just want to pop up a link. It just have warm room, for instance. You know what I mean? My fear is that most people, like in my business, are accustomed to have like Zoom or Teams, and you just click a link and you're already there. You know what I mean? So I don't know if it's possible in this configuration, but I love the concept also for meetings. It was meant more for meetings, live events, than from just webinars, even if you can do it also. So.
Yeah, I exactly understand what you mean. For example, with like you said with Zoom, it's you straight meet with someone, which is what most people might want. This doesn't have that option.
Yeah.
So it's meant more for webinars and live events.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm looking at. Maybe they might implement like a straight link just for a meet.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Maybe a feedback that you can leave them. So.
But the limits are pretty cool.
It's really great. Even the concept, there was like that deal, Remo. It's a solution really also well known that was supposed to be live on AppSumo. They had that concept also of rooms, different rooms you can join.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, Byron, you can turn on the microphone by clicking on it. The limit. Hey, what's up, Byron? ¿Cómo estás?
Hi, Byron.
Okay, everything's good.
Fine, and you?
Byron is from Mexico also.
Oh, great. Awesome. I had an encounter with Byron. I remember well. And thank you, by the way, Byron.
Yeah.
I've taken care of your vice meet.
So right now, Byron, what we're doing is like it's previous to the live webinar. So people can meet in tables and talk just like we're doing right now. And the cool part about it is you can also turn on the camera. For example, I can show you my face. Let me show you that. So you can see me right there.
Hey, it's Jake from AppSumo.
Hey, what's up? You're the Jesus.
Yeah, sorry for the hair. So it's containment, so lockdown. So
Hell, I wish I had that hair.
yeah, well, it's like you. In fact, I'm just hiding like that.
You let it grow then.
Yeah, and not the same studio behind me. It's like midnight almost here. So
Yeah.
really many lights. So
All right, cool. So let's go jump into let's leave the table and let's go into the other part, which is the backstage, and see how that works. All right, so now we are connected and it's live. I should be able to set my chat settings over here. Let me type something. Hello. Can you guys say hello if you can see me at the chat? All right, hello, Leslie. So in this section, there's a couple of things that you can see. Obviously, it's the presentation right here, which I'm using my normal Mac camera. So it might look normal on that. Sup, Amir? And there's a really cool section that's called questions. Now on your right side, there's a chat icon and there's a question icon. I think that's what's really interesting because people can ask a question. So for example, I can say, what do you think of the deal? And question mark. And right here, there's two sections. So there's the open questions. I don't know if you could probably see that. I'm going to share. No, it's going to look weird if I share my screen, but I'll share this. Okay, so you got open questions and you got answered questions and people can upvote the questions. So go over there to the little question icon and check that out. I think that's pretty cool. And let me go back and invite someone. So I'm going to invite Armand. So let me click on, if I click on his face, how does that work? No, click here. Direct message, report, Armand. No, so I have to go to the attendee section and I'll go to Armand. I'll click on the options and invite to stage. All right, so I've invited Armand. So let's see how that works. Hey, Armand. Okay, that was pretty easy.
yeah.
Did you see the question section that I was talking about?
Yeah, it's pretty fine. Yeah, but can attendees can also do the same, or it's only the kind of admin, the organizer that can do that? Because I can access people that are on the right. I see everybody, you and all the other.
All right.
But I don't know if I can do the same, like the things. Like I can just choose someone on the right from the attendees and try to do the same on another room. I don't know if it's like that or not.
Okay, so for example, yeah, you can ask the questions also. For example, Amir just asked a question. It's pretty cool so far. So I can view the questions. Have you seen that little icon, the questions?
Yeah, and
Okay.
we can chat. We can chat between attendees. I've just checked Amir, and I can pop up a chat with him directly. So all
Okay.
attendees can communicate with each other. At the
Okay.
same time.
So we can upvote the questions. I can move it to the answered questions. So Amir said, you know what, it's pretty cool. And I'll move it to the answered questions. And there's a little tab and it says answered. So we can view the answered ones and the opened questions. So it's pretty cool. And it looks like the answered questions has a little timestamp. So that means people can go back, I guess, and see what time that was answered. So that's cool. Okay, something really interesting that I asked these guys, it's the attendee limit. So we got that free attendee limit, which would be one of the most interesting ones because I know people are going to use this for their classroom, for their people who are attending the classroom. And let's just say let me go jump into my screen so I can show you that because it's really interesting how they're going to use this. Okay. You can view my screen now, right? Can you see my screen, Armand? And you guys, can you confirm on chat? So the single code is $79 and it gives you 300 free registrations per month. That's really interesting because that means that you can have 50 webinars, but in that month, if only 100 people registered and the same 100 people view the same webinar, it's not going to count each time. So this will work for classrooms. So if you have 30 students and have them sign up and watch the classroom every single day, it won't count as a new registration. So the limits are pretty good.
Right.
And the other thing that I saw really cool is their support lounge. If you click on the right bottom, they have this little question mark, and you can use the live chat. They got the support lounge, that's what you're viewing right now, the support lounge, and you got to book one-on-one right here. So the support launch is pretty cool because I can click on one of these guys and I can chat with them right now and ask questions about it. They even have a table for AppSumo Deal, for example. If you want to ask questions about that, there's someone there. So that's pretty cool. What do you guys think? Let me know on the chat if you have any questions. Let me stop sharing.
Right too far.
What do you think, Armand?
Right, for live events, it's really great, and to some extent, it can even replace I don't know on your hand how it works, but even restream. Like you can directly stream from the platform. You don't need any eCam or OBS to do a direct Facebook streaming. That's really great for this. Yeah.
Yeah, correct. I checked that setting, the live streaming, and let me show you that. The only thing I didn't find is if it will actually stream to a group. That I wasn't sure. So this is the actual platform where you...
Good point.
Yeah. This is, for example, this is the Airmeet that I created. This is the one we're on right now, okay? So this is the link I created. You share that link. I can add my own image. And the live stream is right here. So I have two sections. One is the Facebook stream. But the thing that concerns me is that it says like facebook.com/ and the page. I'm not sure if it's only going to work on a fan page and not the groups. Mm-hmm. So that's something that you have to consider there. Also, YouTube, well, there's no problems there. Just stream to YouTube. In terms of sessions, we can add sections right here for like different type of things that we want to talk about. Speakers and host, we can add a brand new speaker here in the setup. Yeah. We got the access rules. So for example, the one you guys tested it right now is the actual registration. So you registered and now you can see it. But you can also have allow guest access. And also authorize attendees only. You got pre-recorded videos if you want to put them in here and then show them in the live stream.
Okay.
I got a list.
In that case, yeah you can stream in loop after the webinar is ended. So that was one of my questions. Really great point.
Okay, good. And now we can manage also the registration. So people who registered, I can view them right here. And I can export them to CSV. Something I didn't see is integration with a CRM. So we'd have to do this manually, like export CSV, and then import it into our CRM or our email marketing service or something like that. Next thing I saw is the branding. So here you can add the branding. I added my logos, so you saw the logos. But I still think you see the Airmeet logo on the top left, right?
Yeah, on the top right. On the top right, where you have the chat box, etc. On the top right, you have the Airmeet logo.
Okay.
On the left.
Okay, so that didn't replace it. It might be that I didn't add it, but that's one of them. And the next thing that's pretty interesting is to create a new meet, you got two options. So you got the meetup, which is the standard one, the one you're watching right now. And then there's a conference type. And it's pretty easy to set up. So for example, it's a name, it's the short description, and you want to keep it private or public. Set the time zone. So I'm in Tijuana and it already detected it by itself, but I can change that. And I just add the date, time, select the tables that will be right here. So for example, in this case, it was a really quick test that we're doing. Not a lot of tables. I could have set up just 4 tables, but it by default, it selects 12. And I could add more.
Can you have one table in that case or no?
Yeah, you can add one table. And inside of that table, you could change it into 6 seatings, 8, or how many seats you want in each table. And you create it. Boom. After you create it, then you go to these options that you have, like the basic and all that information. So it's pretty easy to set up. All right. Raphael Dresser says, the registration sucks and it has problems with the devices. Yes, I've noticed that it doesn't work on mobile devices. It looks like you can't view this on mobile, right? Did you guys check that out?
Yeah, the registration on mobile, I had an issue on iPhone, but the same thing Byron has. I guess it was Byron, or I don't know if it was him, that has a black page just after you input your Gmail, and then you have a black page. But I don't have this issue on the Chrome.
So right now here, I just jumped into the link that I have, and for example, I have to register and join. Okay, register and join. It already has my information. I'll continue. Okay, so the registration is complete, and join event. So let's see what happens if it actually joins. Okay, so it says, we're sorry, but your device isn't supported. So it kind of, I get the feeling that it's not going to work on mobile devices. So that's something that we have to.
You have like a recent iPhone.
Yeah, it's the iPhone 12 Pro. So it's not compatibility issues. So I guess it's not available on.
One more question to ask them, I guess for this one.
Exactly. Let's see. Parshant Sharma, you can join light mode through mobile via Chrome browser. Okay, so I think Fashant is from the Airmeet team. That's why he answered that. Oh, okay. Yeah, correct. So right here, it says not compatible, but then I can click on this that says join in light mode. Okay, so.
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay,
this is an interactive live session, which is best experience on yes, correct. Continue. So it's telling me that a best experience is on what do you call it? On desktop. So where do I actually see the session? Play. Oh, okay. So it's loading.
Okay.
So let's wait for that to load. I'm actually going to turn off the Wi-Fi because it might interfere. Okay, so let's wait for that to load. There's you.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's taking a bit. I turned off the Wi-Fi. Maybe that interfered. Let me do it again. Let me go back and forth. Attendees.
But you're logged with the same Gmail account on both laptop and mobile in that case.
No, I think I used a different one. Like I have two emails and I use the other one, so it shouldn't. Or maybe. Now you put me in a doubt. Let me go back. Let's do that. Let's see, any other reload. Now I'm in, had problems with iPhone XR. So Rafael said he has problems with iPhone XR. So again, I'm going to do the process, join the light version, continue. And
The same also with mine.
okay, so now I joined without my Wi-Fi and it's playing. So there we go. So it does work on mobile. You just have to go into the light version for that. Okay, let me close that up. So phone works. Let's see if we have any questions over here on the questions thing. Ongoing sections. All right. Is the support 24/7? It should be. Yes. Let me show you right here. Let me go into my screen again. The chat, the live chat doesn't seem to be. Is my screen sharing? Okay. The live chat doesn't seem to be 24/7, but the support lounge is. You can see welcome to 24/7 support lounge. So it seems that someone is always here in the support lounge to answer questions. So I hope that answers your question, and I'll send it to extended. Where's support 24/7? Okay, move it to answered. So like I said before, I answered that, and it just goes over there. Sorry for that mirror effect. What do you think of that? Was just move that to answered and answered. Few freezes. Okay, that could be internet issues on my end or your end. Let's see. Can you please explain the prices, fees? There's a little information there that I have on the fees. It's the 8% ticketing fee. Once you reach 300 free registrations per month, if you like jump to that, it's going to jump to $1 per each user a month. So I think that's not bad. I mean, if you already have 300 and just paying a few bucks more to have attendees, I don't think that's bad. You have a capacity of 100 participants and 8% ticketing fees. So I think if you sell through there, if you add the option to sell your event to join in, then they charge you 8%. It might sound like a lot, but it's actually not, because, and I'll tell you why. Let's just say we use PayPal. PayPal for international fees is around 5%. So these guys are adding a 3% to keep it safe. So basically, I don't think that's bad. All right. So what other questions do we have? They have integrated payment option, or does it work with Stripe or PayPal? So I didn't find any integrations for payment. Let me go over here to the sections screen. Sorry, going back and forth. So we're here in the community. We got this basic information, this right here, but I didn't see any integration. Let me go back to my dashboard, integrations, and I can generate an access key. I'll label this. I'll delete it later. Okay, dismiss. So I have this access key, which I'll disable because I don't want you guys to use it. But I don't see integrations to actually make a payment gateway. I don't know how that 8% is going to work. So out on the blue out there. So maybe the team from Fashant Sharma, maybe you can answer that, please, if you are there. So he answered the support is yes 24/7. Can you let us know about the payment? How does that work? And does it integrate with PayPal, Stripe, or what other services? Desktop or mobile app? Monique Davis. I don't think they have a mobile app. Let me check really quickly here on the App Store. All right. Airmeet. No, so no results. Oh, let me stop sharing. No results for that. So no mobile app. So maybe that's coming. Maybe they have the roadmap. Let me see if they actually added the roadmap link right here. Roadmap. Here it is. Okay. Let me share the screen. You guys see my screen? Yeah. Where is it? Okay, so here's the roadmap from these guys, and here's the first quarter 2021 self-upgrade mobile app. Okay, so that's in the works right there, and it's going to be first quarter of 2021. RSVP, this is a really interesting one. That means you can stream to any service that has that available. Event insights, organized public pages, CRM integrations. We were talking about that right now, that you have to manually do it via CSV. Quarter 2, live event insights, integrations, more event templates. Quarter 4, speed networking, art MTP. This one is a good one also.
Okay. For groups, I guess. Or...
Yeah, and it looks like they're going to have a ticketing system also. So basically, that's about it. Any other questions here? Anyone had a disconnect 10 seconds ago? I didn't feel there was a disconnection. Maybe Armand, did you have a disconnection?
Yeah, I had like black screen and I have to relog quickly.
Okay. Yeah. Heads up. In the bottom of your browser, there's a little icon that says HD. If you click on that, you can set it to low definition also, I guess, in case of this problem, right? So in case it cuts. Okay. Fashant Sharma says it's in the pipeline and it will be launched soon. For now, use any third party for your tickets. So it looks like they don't have like the direct registration payment gateway. That's what Sharma.
So does that mean that we can use also external services, whereas ticketing, or maybe I saw a comment, I think on AppSumo, that was mentioning that you can also use external payment system without using directly the one from Airmeet. I don't know if it's true or not. Someone mentioning that. So
I think what they mean is that you can do your payment and all the stuff over there, and then invite them to the private meeting, like, because you could set the link to private and just have them join in. But I don't think it's a direct integration where it does everything automatically.
Yeah.
So that's an issue there. Other questions here. They have integrated payment option, or does it work with Stripe or PayPal? Okay, so we answered that one for Byron. Let's see the chat. Well, I don't know if there's any other questions. I like the UI. It looks really nice.
Yeah.
I mean, my logo looks nice. My title. There's a little branding there that says powered by Airmeet. So this is not white label, and they don't mention it is, so just be aware. We got 10 participants. We got the live button on the left. I'm also recording this. What are the things that we have? You can raise your hand. I don't know if you have that icon on the right. I do have it. Let me share that screen.
The Airmeet logo, you mean?
You have a raised hand? Oh, okay, here it is. Request for mic. So Amir, let's go. Handed the mic to Amir. Sup, Amir?
Hey, what's up? Can you guys see me?
Oh, I don't see you, but I can hear you.
Icon, and we hear you, yeah.
I think you got to activate the little camera.
Oh, okay, I think I found it. Okay, I was looking for it.
Sup, homie? So the look is cool.
Yeah, definitely.
You turned off the camera, right?
Yeah, I turned off the camera, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Don't be afraid. Don't be shy.
Yeah, the quality is good, yeah.
So, what do you think? What do you think, Amir?
I think it's definitely a lot of good about it. Some of the other questions that you guys were asking, I'm waiting to see how some of that stuff plays out. But no, it's definitely good. I think it's definitely worth getting some codes too.
Yeah, I think I like it. I like the concept. I'm probably going to get this deal. I'm going to get the 3 codes because I might do this, I don't know, 2 times a month, maybe 1 time with a subject, right? Something that has to do with something, not just general like we're doing right now. But I mean, it's easy to use. It's nice. It looks good. We got, I don't know. I can't say.
I think that's the big draw for it is just the fact that it's that complete service, and it's super simple, so you don't have to be super techy in order to figure it out. I think that's kind of the way a lot of this stuff is going to go as more people are trying to start having these type of meetings. A lot of people aren't that techy. So.
Yeah, I think things are moving this way. I mean, that's the future. A little bit more private, your events, and it's becoming more popular. Everyone wants to be a coach now.
Right.
Everyone's a fucking life coach now.
Yeah, ever since COVID, it's all about the live. I'm going live.
Yeah. But it's good. I mean, I'm thinking more towards the free thing, so I'm not into the percentage of the paid thing, the 8%. I'm not worried about anything of that. So I'm more thinking of doing this the free. So I think this is gonna work fantastic.
Yeah. But the other side of it is even if like we have the plan of what we're doing now, but I mean, you're already a pretty popular guy. 2 years from now, you might be trying to figure out how do I have a 30,000 person event. And, you pay 8%, you just have it done, instead of trying to figure out how to pull together all these different things. And, if it works and it's a complete system and they have, what I was interested to see is how the little tables work. When you sit down at the little tables and,
man.
I guess at the lounge, you're not in the meeting.
You didn't see that? Yeah, because I started it too quickly. Let me show you that. I'm going to go into, let me show you my screen. And, all right, hold on. I'm going to go into the lounge where these guys are. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
All right. So this is their lounge right here. And they have that little table system. It kind of changes a bit, but you could change the seating from 2, 3, 6, 8 in that way. So if I sit with this guy, so for example, I'll click with him, and I'm actually going to join with him. So these guys are from the support team. Let me turn on my microphone. And let me do this. Let me see if he jumps in right now. So this guy is Chirag Bratwa. I don't know how to say his name. But it's pretty cool that these guys give support that way. You can do the live chat or use this.
But maybe if the guys from the support, like Prashant, is hearing us, one question, can we have like some, or is there any permission-based settings that for attendees can mostly join in one of those rooms and not others. Like if not controlling, but let's say you do a B2B enterprise meeting between two companies, and then you only want the HR going the room for the HR, the marketing only for the room for the marketing, and just have some kind of more isolated meetings, but on purpose, from depending on the event. Is this something permission-based that is possible at the room level for an event or no?
All right, so let's see if Farsad answers that. He kind of jumped in and he jumped out because we were talking, but
Oh, no problem.
yeah, but he was there.
Not the question, no problem.
Yeah. So basically, this is how the tables work, and you have an additional option there, Amir, where on the top it says, I can automatically make people talk to each other. So it you can set the time, for example, 5 minutes, and they can talk to each other. And this happens before the actual event starts.
Okay. Right.
So like I said before, you just jump into the seat, but this guy was busy, I guess.
So the way I figured it was before. Okay. So before the meeting starts, but then if you're having, like a bigger conference where there's different, conferences going on, start at different times. You might have a break in between one conference going into the next one. You kind of have like that waiting room at that point also, right, where you can go on the tables and network. I guess it's the networking.
Exactly. You can meet people. You can put a little icon on each table if you want. So, for example, like we saw their lounge, it's like that's the AppSumo questions table, and this one's the support general questions table. I have a button to take a break also. And in that, before we actually jump into this live, in the tables, there's also that chat is also enabled. So there's chatting, there's tables, there's meetings, there's talk to each other and all that stuff.
Right. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. What else?
So yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. If you ever have that, up to 100,000 people, you might need 50,000 people in an event. It's a pretty cool way to do it. You pay a fee, but
exactly
you have the access.
One of the difficult things here is like the FOMO. So right now you said, you know what? Right now I'm kind of popular, and I might be super popular in 2 years. And there's that little FOMO that says, one code for me is enough right now. And it's that thing that, later on I might need 500, and later on I might need 1,000.
In the case of the true codes, the price is right, I think so.
Exactly.
But for 3 codes, it's pretty right, I guess. So
yeah. So right now there's the Black Friday 10% discount. So it turns out to like $205, something like that, for the 3 codes.
That's what I'm thinking, is to have this discount at that moment.
Yeah. And if you're a Plus member, like I am, so I have the 10% plus the other 10%, and it turns out to $191. So I mean, that's a great deal.
Nice. Yeah.
So we have that. Let's see if we have any other questions.
Even if you just got the 1 code, though, you could still, because that doesn't, just having the 1 code doesn't limit you. You can still do 100,000 later on. It's still the same cost. It's just you get less people for free out of that 100. If you're doing 50,000 people, who cares if you pay for extra 700?
Yeah, correct.
If 50,000 people.
Once you're in that level, what do you care? I mean,
yeah. So I mean, either way, even if you go with the 1 code, it's actually a good deal either way. But yeah,
it is.
It's pretty good.
All right. If anyone wants to jump in, raise your hand and just click on that little button. Like, how do you say your name? Is it Amir? Oh, he jumped out. I wasn't telling him to go away, but all right. Okay, he said yes. So you do say it, Amir. And you, Armand, is Armand, right?
Yeah.
We got that right. Where are you from?
France, Paris.
Oh, so you're a French guy. You speak French, right?
Yeah, midnight here.
Oui.
Yeah. I do speak French. I forgot that I speak French also.
All right. So what else do we have here? All right. So I guess that's about it. I mean, we got a feel for it. We tested it together. We found out how the tables, well, some of them didn't find out what the tables do, but yeah, we got a feel for it. And there's also, I can create a poll.
Oh. Yeah. few people had question about polls. I guess there wasn't enough conditional or choice tick box on the polls. I didn't test it. If you can maybe demonstrate it, or if you have access to polls.
Yeah.
But there wasn't any like in Zoom you have many choices. So
Okay.
different conditions and
Let me show you.
that wasn't enough like questions type. So.
Okay, so there's a little poll button right here, which is down here, and it jumps to this screen. I can start a new one, and I could say, okay, ask the question. So let's just say, are you buying this deal? Question, start vote. And
Okay.
did you guys get a pop-up or something?
Yeah, not on my end. I see yours on your end. I see the pop-up in your frame, not in my screen. But what the people said is that you want only two choices, like yes or no. You don't have you can write custom question and say how many percentage of you use this solution.
Right. There's no A, B, or C, D, and
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. So it's a yes or no.
Also very important.
Yeah. I wonder how you guys. I mean, you should have got that pop-up. So how does that view? Is it in your chat? Maybe there's a poll pop up there.
I think I don't know. Anybody can start a poll apparently because you put me as speaker, I can start a new poll. But if anyone of the attendees can try to create a poll, me on my end, I think I can do it because I'm a speaker role level.
Okay. For example, Monique Davis says pop up, so she got a pop up. And Amir didn't get. Oh, he said now he sees it. So Amir saw it now, middle of the screen.
Didn't see it on my end.
I think because you're on the as the video right now. So
Maybe, yeah.
it's in the middle of the screen. So yeah. So if you're not the speaker, you should get that poll.
Yeah.
And I can view it right here. So another thing that I just saw right here in the poll that you guys should be aware of is there's no poll count. So it just gives you the percentage of yes and no, but it's not giving me 5 people said yes and 2 people said no. Let me show you. All right. So right here on the poll, I click on it. Okay, there it is. So I see the percentage, yes and no, but it doesn't tell me that 3, 5, 10 people voted yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's something that you guys should be aware of that the poll is not like super powerful. It's simple, super basic. All right, Amir Fash. So I think we're good. I think that question is going to be pending, the one that you asked.
Yeah.
I think for sure, but we'll ask on it and check that out. All right, so I guess it's time to head out.
Yeah, great test. Thank you, George. Thank you, everybody. And let's write down your question for tomorrow when Albert will wake up. Okay?
Yeah, and I will post this video in the final complete version of the video.
Awesome.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.